You'd think that companies that make millions to billions of dollars off of gamers would show us a shred of respect, yet they never do. They absolutely hate gamer culture and all of our jokes and all of our memes, and the state of modern gaming toss is a very bad one because apparently in Elder Scrolls Online, you can shoot people and you can cause harm to fictional characters, but you can't teabag them because that's violent. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, if you are a gamer in any capacity, you probably know what the term teabagging is. It is a meme, it is a joke, and it is something that people will always do. If there's any sort of jump button or crouch button, people will always find a way because it's funny, and that's all that it really is. Nobody thinks that they're legitimately causing harm to real living individuals on the other side of the screen, but apparently sensitive snowflakes at companies cannot take this anymore. They want things like teabagging banned, they want it to be against terms of service, and now people are getting bans for teabagging in the Elder Scrolls Online, which actually is not a new occurrence, but it is one that I think people should be more aware of nonetheless, because of course over the years companies have tried to find ways to silence people and to ban accounts whenever the heck they want, and this is just another way they're doing that. They say, oh, on the other side of the screen there is a victim and you should not cause harm to people that could be victims. So this is a post by Mark Kern, aka Grums, who said, you can shoot people but you can't teabag them because that's violent, got a 72-hour ban in the Elder Scrolls Online for teabagging. Honestly, this is such a pathetic rule. This honestly feels like the result of a mass report, but regardless of that, I only dish out reciprocal bags to those who did it first, or if I'm just memeing around with friends. On top of that, they are supposed to ask you to stop, and continuing from there would result in your account being actioned, which did not happen, which is absolutely crazy that if someone's teabagging you, you have to say, oh, can you please stop teabagging me? We live in a world filled with sensitive snowflakes. The people that are in online games now would never have been able to survive the Xbox Live days. Those are the days we need to bring back, that's for sure. It says, though, which did not happen, will source dev post below, if and when I receive such messages, I have always complied, would have laughed, of course, but wouldn't have been a problem to do so. Even equating teabagging to physical harassment is absolutely wild. Really great way to water down what real world physical harassment looks like and is disingenuous. Now, this is a problem that we have with basically every platform's terms of service now, is that anything could be construed as hatred or harassment. So when a company says, oh, we're going to ban harassment, that could mean anything to them. Is it me calling you a little bitch, or is it me saying even more than that? If I say, oh, you look stupid today, that could be taken by a sensitive snowflake as harassment, and it's so unfortunate that this is the case because we are talking about banter in a lot of cases, which shouldn't be grounds for a ban or a suspension of your account. Now, this has actually, unfortunately, been going on for a long time in the Elder Scrolls Online, which I'll show in a minute, but here is the question reference to the ban. It says, greetings, this account is receiving a 72-hour suspension and final warning due to violating the code of conduct. We cannot allow teabagging and physical harassment as it is in direct violation of the following sections of our code or conduct. So they have teabagging mixed in with physical harassment, which is just insane to me because those are two wildly different things. Now, I have talked about this on the channel before, but I thought if you are an Elder Scrolls Online player and you didn't already know about this, you probably should. Now, I have never been an active ESO player. I had played it a long time ago, closer to release, and I just never really got into it. And well, seeing things like this make me glad that I didn't. So over the years, there have been a lot of different posts about this. Just heading on over to a search so you can see all of the different dates here. 2022, clear rules on teabagging. In 2015, they had to address it because somebody got a warning for teabagging. Here's another post about it. Remember, you can't teabag in this game. 2016 tips and techniques for proper teabagging. The problem that these moderators have in Elder Scrolls Online is that when you try to get people to not do something, they're going to do it even more. Like, that's very important to point out. 2020, was it ever confirmed if teabagging is against toss now? Unfortunately, it has been one of those things that you could randomly get banned for, or you might not get banned for. Their implementing of the rules when it comes to teabagging is very inconsistent. As with many things in game, context is very important. Yeah, guys, context is very important. Did he call you a little bitch and that's why you teabagged him? Because that would be proper. I mean, come on. It's just teabagging. It's using a singular button in a video game. It really is not that serious. And if the people are supposed to ask you to not do it and then you continue to do it, you still shouldn't have to worry about getting your account suspended, because people could also falsely report you. Like, it is very easy to abuse systems like this. Now, if I were the developers of this game and I was behind this title and on this team, I don't think I would really be worrying about people getting teabagged. I would be worried about my player numbers, because they're not particularly great. I mean, right now on Steam is 16,000 people, and I know this game's been around for years and years and years, and the game originally came out in 2014, but it is an MMO, and they need to keep people around. Though 16K players, I mean, if you start banning people for teabagging, you're probably going to have to ban a lot of these gamers. There needs to be in-game a mass teabagging event, so they have to deal with banning thousands upon thousands of people at once. Yeah, guys, let's see how they uphold their rules then. But on this thread, on X, of course, people are really upset over this and just really disappointed that companies and the people that are behind certain studios have absolutely no respect for gamers and our jokes and our culture, because teabagging has been a thing for a very long time, and it shouldn't be seen as some like toxic, negative, or physical harassment act. Also, imagine being the player who cries to a GM about getting teabagged. Yeah, that's little bitch behavior. I'm not even teabagging. It's crouching on an enemy. Next, they will outlaw bunny hopping because that's anti-something. Never found the need to do that kind of self-gratifying sense of superiority to other players. The kill was good enough for me, but to each their own. I hate this speech equals weapon equals money mischaracterization so much. If speech is a weapon, then we have the right to use it. Yeah, guys, I mean, go and play Dustborn, where words are weapons, and you can call someone a racist or a bigot for saying something that bothers you. So ridiculous. You're not allowed to press the crouch button if a dead player happens to be under you. I would not play any game with this ridiculous toss. If you are that sensitive, don't put crouch into your games. Yeah, guys, I mean, apparently, if you're playing a game where you are shooting people and you are causing violence to fictional characters, teabagging is just where we have to draw the line. That is just absurd and disgusting. So I, of course, will be keeping my eye on this to see if maybe there is a new wave of people who end up going through account suspensions or even permabans for this action that really is just a very simple one. I hope that obviously we don't see an uprise in them enforcing their toss, because then I do think that they would actually see a massive amount of people deciding, you know what, I'm not going to participate in this game's community anymore. Only time will tell, but for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.